birthday son to Walt as we stand Harambe Twin Day. Let's go. Well, Jama friends, welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. My name is Emma. I'm going to be your safari guide on today's adventure through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now today is a photo safari, so feel free to take as many photos or videos as you would like. I would suggest putting those cameras into sports or action mode. Really anything with a high shutter speed. It is going to help you get a clear picture of those animals. Also, there are a lot of places out on the reserve where we cannot stop. If we can, it is just going to be for a couple of seconds. So I would go ahead, take those cameras out now, have them ready to go at all times, because you never know when or where we might see those animals, and just because we might stop for them does not necessarily mean that they're going to stop for us. Now if you look above your heads, you'll see that animal spotting guide. It's going to help you identify some of the animals we might see out there today. Now I can't say we're going to see every single one on that list due to sleeping and migration patterns, but we usually have some pretty good luck. Now we're going to start our journey in the Little Itsuri Forest. Animals in here have amazing natural camouflage. Colorings in their coats help them to blend in super well with their surroundings, so definitely keep your eyes open for them, because they could be anywhere out here.
I see them.
Now a lot of the animals in the forest are crepuscular, meaning they are most active in the times of dawn and dusk. So it's a little late in the day for them, so they might be taking a nap behind some bushes or trees or hiding out from predators, so they might be a little bit harder to spot. We'll keep an extra care to look out for them.
Faltar não tem graça, né, pessoal? Sendo balanço. Porque eles estão todos dormindo.
Só essa área, mas
eles estão todos dormindo, é isso agora? É isso?
Eu acho que é. Não pode.
Now just up ahead, we'll be over to our left-hand side. Top of this hill, you'll see those copper-colored antelope up there called bongo. Now bongo are also known as the ghosts of the forest because they are so rarely seen. A little bit farther back to our left, those lighter tan antelope are greater kudu. They are the second tallest antelope here in Africa. Now a full-grown male can get to 5 feet just at shoulder height. But we're now exiting the forest and we're going to head up towards the Safi River, which is pretty great because, as I always like to say, the closer we are to water, the closer we are to animals. So let's go see what we can find.
Those are vultures? You can barely catch anything with all the bumping going around in this car.
Nile hippopotamus. Now they are the largest river dwellers here in Africa. They can get up to 5,500 pounds when fully grown. Now hippos can hold their breath underwater for up to 8 minutes. And they'll spend so much time underwater, they will sleep underwater. They have a natural reflex, allows them to come up to the surface every 8 minutes or so to grab air. Now they can do that without even waking up. Also to our left on the island, these birds are pink-backed pelicans. They get that name because during mating season, their backs do turn a pink color. They're also colonial nesters. They are known to nest with up to 500 pairs. A couple more hippos off to our left up here as well. Now let's adjust around the riverbed to see what else is out here. Looks like also coming up to our left are some Nile crocodile. Now they average in 16 feet in length from the tip of their nose to the ends of their tails, though they are known to get to lengths of 20 feet. They're also known to eat larger animals like zebra or wildebeest, but they mainly stick to fish because that's the easier prey, and they are rather lazy animals. But those jaws have a crushing force of 5,000 pounds per square inch. It does give them the strongest by force of any land animal in the world. We are about to enter a completely different ecosystem called the savannah. Now this is home to some of Africa's more iconic animals, like giraffes, elephants, and zebra. And if we get lucky while we're out here, we might even get to see a cheetah or a lion. So do keep those fingers crossed. Now the savannah does act as a bit of a superhighway for millions of migratory animals who move from place to find new sources of food and water. And this is all just a part of the wild Africa that we're all working so very hard to maintain and protect.
I know. We'll get to them. No. I'm just out of range right now.
Now, just up ahead of us, a couple different kinds of animals.
Something over there.
Including those giraffes. Kind of hard to miss. They are the tallest living land animals in the world. They do get up to 20 feet tall when fully grown. But they also get a bit of a head start. When they're born, they're around 6 feet tall. Giraffes do have 18-inch long prehensile tongues to help them pluck leaves off of trees. That is pretty much how they spend the majority of their day. Just eating. Now they will eat up to 75 pounds of food per day. On top of being 18 inches long, their tongues are a dark purple color. That is to help prevent sunburn because their tongues do spend so much time out of their mouths collecting those leaves. Actually, if you do notice something about all the trees out here in the savannah, their leaves tend to stop about the same height. And that is because of giraffes. Keep those leaves trimmed back, which allows for more sunlight to reach the grass below, which helps that to grow. It's great for grazing animals like antelope or gazelle. So all the animals out on the reserve play their very own parts to help shape the landscape you're looking at. Coming up over to our left-hand side, laying on top of this den, I do see a spotted hyena. Now, hyenas are often thought to be scavengers, but they mostly do all their hunting. Now, they do gorge themselves in one sitting. They can eat a third of their body weight. Make sure everyone's fully seated, my friends. Thank you. Now, they don't just stop with the meat. They will crack open bones and get to that bone marrow. Nocturnal animals, so they'll be a little bit more active at night, doing most of their hunting and vocalizations. They have 13 different vocalizations. Anything from a whooping sound to that maniacal laugh we all know. Now, also coming up to our left, a little bit farther back, you'll see some dark brown antelope called sable antelope. They are the official emblem of the reserve. And on both sides of the truck here are some Ankole cattle, also known as Watusi cattle because they were first domesticated by the Watusi tribe. Now their horns do grow to be about 3 to 4 feet in length each. And those horns might look heavy, but they're actually hollow inside with a bit of a honeycomb-like structure, so they don't sit very heavy on top of those cow's heads. Also, those horns are packed full of blood vessels to help regulate the cow's body temperature, so the blood does flow up into the horns, cool off, flow back into their body. It's kind of like they're walking around with an AC unit strapped to their heads.